Are you struggling to get out of your toxic relationship? Hey y'all, it's Shanita from Ceaseless Pursuit, and I help high achieving Black Christian millennial women get unstuck, build their confidence, and maximize their potential. And today we're going to be talking about why it's so hard for you to leave that toxic relationship. So we all know what a toxic relationship is. A toxic relationship could be with a family member, it could be with a friend, it could be with a significant other, it could be relationships you have with your coworkers. Toxic relationships can happen with just about anybody. Toxic relationships happen when our boundaries are crossed, when we don't feel comfortable around those people, or when they bring out sides of us that we don't like. Are you in a toxic relationship? The first reason why you're struggling to leave your toxic relationship is because you really care about this person and you've invested a lot of time and energy. Now, the thing about investment is we don't want to walk away feeling like we don't have anything, but you do have something. You have your experience. Now, of course, this is someone that you care about, and the relationship probably wasn't always toxic or wasn't always as toxic as you're finding that it is now. Before we go any further in this video, I want to make it a point to say that people are complex. No one person is all good or all bad. We all have many different dynamics of us. We all have many different sides of us, and those experiences and those sides of us make us who we are. Here's the thing. No one needs to stay in a relationship that doesn't allow them to be the best version of themselves. And that's ultimately what happens when you're in a toxic relationship. No one wants to feel like they lost. You are in this relationship, and if it's a significant other, you want to see y'all go for the long haul. If it's a friendship, this is someone that you imagine to be in your wedding or to walk alongside you, raise your kids together. No one wants to feel like they lost. You invest a lot into any type of relationship. But sometimes you just gotta let it go. It's not a loss, it's a lesson. The second reason why it's so hard to leave that toxic relationship is that you feel guilty. You feel like you owe this person some loyalty because they've been in your life for a while, or maybe they've done a lot for you over the course of time, and you feel bad. You don't want to let them go. Maybe you're holding out hoping that they'll change. So here's the thing. When we see things that we don't like, that don't make us feel good, that we think are wrong or problematic, the first thing we need to do is address it. Now, if you've seen it, you've addressed it, and you've addressed it again, and you don't see any improvement, you don't see any change, you don't see how it's going to get better, it's time to cut it. Now, I don't want you to hear me say that you give up on people when they do things that you don't like. All people are flawed, including ourselves. We're going to do things that impact other people and that sometimes hurt other people. But we can't just be spreading our toxicity around, and we just can't accept other people's toxicity as well. Another reason why it's difficult for you to leave that toxic relationship is because they've probably become the major issue in your life. You're talking about them, all your anger and frustration is directed towards them. So if you get rid of them, then you have to face your own stuff. And a lot of people don't want to come face to face with their own stuff. And the last reason why you struggle to leave your toxic relationship is because you don't want to be alone. So this is specifically for my people that have been in toxic relationships with significant others. We've talked about how much we care about them. We've talked about how people are complex. We talked about how we're going to have to look at ourselves in the mirror. But a major reason why we stay in these toxic relationships so long is because we don't want to have to start over and find another partner and have to groom each other to learn the things about each other that the other person already knows. All the things that are annoying about getting a new relationship, small talk, all of that. We don't want to do it. We don't want to be alone. We don't want to start over. But unfortunately, that is what keeps people stuck. So ladies, as I wrap up this video, I want you to think long and hard about the type of relationships that you find yourself in. Are you in relationships with people that pray for you, that build you up, that encourage you, that support you, that walk alongside you? Are they the type of people that you can see in the future that you desire to have? Are they the type of people that push you to be the person that you desire to be? If not, it might be time to reassess how much time and energy you give to these people. Just because things are going on in the relationship that you may not like or that need to improve, it doesn't mean that the relationship is toxic. And sometimes we're the ones that make the relationship toxic. So until next time, ladies, continue to remain on your ceaseless pursuit of purpose, your God-given purpose, and don't let anything or anyone take you off course, not even yourself.